Okay, we are back with episode 41. Again, we want to thank Max from Unique AF Performance for coming in and giving us his Patriots hype and no hype. Next, we have...
That was not Patriots no hype. That was all Patriot hype.
All Patriots hype.
All Patriot hype.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Fair enough. So let's go into baseball. We have the World Series is on. I know we didn't lead with that, even though technically speaking, all things being equal, the World Series is the number one, should be the number one trending topic. But I feel like because baseball is like,
Bleh.
yeah. Not a lot of people are overly excited about baseball, except for, our colleague Patrick, who just left.
Yeah.
You just left.
But
You're supposed to come in and talk baseball. You just left.
When Patrick breaks down baseball, he makes you enjoy it because I gotta say, baseball has its own secret society, their own little club, and unless you play the game, it's not all the little unwritten rules and everything is not out there for everybody to enjoy. So you just gotta enjoy it on the World Series level.
Yeah.
But like you said, Patrick is pretty much the only one who enjoys baseball like how I am crazy about basketball,
Right.
how you like college football.
Right.
With that being said, I just want to go ahead and drop this name and I'm gonna let you go into your thing.
Go ahead.
Last week I introduced the Plexico.
Okay.
Introducing the Altuve.
Okay, all right.
Altuve. When you're a clutch, it don't matter what sport you in, you Altuve. When you consistently, you streaky, not streaky, but you consistently producing hits, you know that we can count on you all the time. It used to be Jordan. I'm going to Altuve. That's how strong I'm putting him up there. I have not seen a player this consistent, this focused, that boy's bad.
Yeah.
He's bad.
I'll continue on that. Now, this is all hype. I'm going to throw a term out there. It's called schadenfreude. It's called joy at the expense of other people's misery.
Right.
When Altuve hit that game series clinching home run off of Aroldis Chapman, literally schadenfreude to all you team from New York fans out there. And then the look on Chapman's face after he threw that hanging slider, they had a close by the face and he's just like, oh my God, what did I just do? This just happened. I'm Chapman. No one does this to me. Yeah. So good for you, Altuve.
This is the segment when I could just wish the camera could just put him in a costume really quick and just show him, because he's really good with his words and breaking down stuff. But deep down, there's a deep hate for anybody that enjoys anything outside of Ohio State.
Whoa. Wait a second.
Anytime you come up with schadenfreude and you break that down, and you say how you broke down Chapman.
There's only 5 teams that I have schadenfreude towards. That's it. Everybody else, I'm okay with.
Who? Name
Those 5 teams?
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready? Okay. Yankees, Duke basketball, Notre Dame football, that one football team from Texas. I refuse to say their name in this. Notice how we didn't even say anything about them in the previous segment. And it used to be the Lakers, but now my favorite player's on the Lakers, so I can't have schadenfreude against the Lakers. It's so weird. I just like this weird battle with myself.
Can we all just get along? But hey, you see, it's the anti. He got his teams. He's no hype. And I'm all hype. I got mine. I like everybody. I love everybody. Everybody love everybody. You name that movie. You know what that movie's from? Everybody love everybody.
No.
It's a basketball movie.
Love and Basketball.
Nope.
Shazam.
Nope. Will Ferrell.
Oh my God, that is such an underrated, fourth place. That is such an underrated, hilarious movie.
I love it.
The Tropics movie. Semi-pro. Yeah, that's so good.
Everybody love everybody. But
as we digress here, if you love pitching, great pitching matchup here in the World Series. Last night it was 5-4. Garrett Cole lost his first game in 18 starts, or 25 starts without a loss. 25 starts he's had winning or no decision, but 18 of those 25 were wins. So he had 18 wins in a row since May or something like that. So it's a ridiculous stat. So the Nationals stole one in Houston. They got game 2 tonight. That should be another fun one to watch. It's Strasburg versus Verlander. So if you guys like pitching, this should be another gem for you.
And like Patrick, I keep using Patrick and give him props. He said something yesterday that kind of opened me up. And he was like, okay, Houston is a shutdown. They got a shutdown pitching staff. But everything changes once you bring in the relievers. So all you got to do is make sure that you can wear down the pitching staff for them to bring in the relievers because that gives Washington a chance to do what they do best. Whereas Washington may have Schwarzer, they have a few shutdown pitches, but it's not as lethal as that Houston's lineup.
Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, yeah, it is a pitching battle, but again, I didn't expect the score to be up 5
Yeah,
to
neither did
4.
I expected like 2 to 1 or
2 to
something.
1, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So with that being said, all you gamblers out there, make sure that you do not take the under, take the over, because anything can happen once those relievers get in the game, no matter who's starting the game.
And also, you know, the pundits out there are like, oh, you know, the Nationals are on 8 days of rest. Are they going to lose their momentum and whatnot? I'm totally not a fan of that because it's a toss-up in a sense of yes and no. So I'm not going to definitively say, oh, yeah, they're going to be rusty. No, man, I'm sure they were practicing hard, you know, staying in game shape, like keeping their mind sharp. It's not like they didn't fall off at all. I mean, think about it. They beat the best pitcher in baseball this year in game 1.
Right.
So
just stay hot.
Yeah.
Like my father used to say, it doesn't matter who's the team that has the best record at the end of the year. If you can make it to the playoffs and if you can go into the playoffs hot, you got the best shot at winning everything. And that's exactly what Washington did. They chopped down everybody, literally left and right. And I'm not saying I'm rooting for Washington, because you know I feel like I'm a Houston resident, or I'm going to be a Houston resident really soon. So you know, but with that being,
changes teams every year.
That's an inside joke for anybody who knows me, because you know I might
every
get
week
that
he
call.
changes teams.
I might get that call to come replace Gerald Greer. But anyway, but I want Washington to win because Washington defeated the Dodgers, and this would justify, almost like how you was talking about Wisconsin losing this week. It would justify the Dodgers. Well, nothing would justify the Dodgers losing because all that money. Yeah, let's forget that point. Let's throw that one out. That's all hype. Let's go back to what you were saying.
Well, I was going to say that's pretty much it for baseball.
Okay.
We'll have a more eloquent baseball-ism once we get Patrick on here. He can break it down a lot better than we can.
We can't talk baseball? We can talk baseball.
Yeah, but he's got, you know, the minutia. Like, he could be like, well, you know, on that 2-1 count when Altuve was up, he was looking for a, you know, inside pitch, but he threw outside on a, you know, hanging slider and and all this stuff. So that's stuff that we don't have the knowledge of, but that's why we have experts, you know. So, all right, let's go basketball.
Hey, no, you gotta leave. It's gonna be really quick to the point. Come back, like we're in a Friday movie. Okay. Come back. But real, all you basketball fans out there, yesterday was candy for you. I was texting this man all night. You know, as you know, he has a baby on the way, and he was telling me about his rubbing duties yesterday. And I'm sitting there, I'm talking with him, I'm talking with my best friend Sid, I've got my boy, my brother Dave on the line, I'm trying to hit everybody up, asking them, is anybody watching this? This looks like the finals. Make a long story short, the point I want to make is, do not start crowning the Clippers champions after one game. I was having a long conversation with Sid today, and yeah, the Clippers look like the favorite. The Clippers got the best two-way players in the game with Kawhi, and when Paul George come back. And with the Clippers looking as good as they looked yesterday, imagine what they're going to look like when Paul George comes back. But I don't want to underestimate the King. And I'm saying I never said that like that before, because I've always had a problem with him not having that killer instinct. But now I respect who he is and the way that he even responded. A lot of people have a problem with him responding to yesterday's game like, oh, it was just one game. You don't leave, you play hard, you do what you gotta do, but at the end of the day, you got 3 more times to try to get at the Clippers. So this is chess, this is not checkers, and at the end of the day, you want to win the finals. So you learn, you may take a punch from the Clippers, but you improve as the season goes on. So just a little quick hype.
And just to piggyback off of that, LeBron is now playing a new position, quote unquote. He's playing, come on in, James. He's playing point guard. And as a point guard, you want to distribute the ball. You don't want to be, you know, a killer. So last night he's more of a distributor, you know, trying to set people up. You know, they're trying to give AD the ball and the blocks, whatnot, trying to get them going. And LeBron's trying to get everybody else going. Like, that's his job. He's a Swiss Army knife. So don't take this one game as, oh my God, the Lakers are done. Like, oh my Lord.
A rusty Swiss Army knife.
No.
Well, this is his 17th season, but still, let's not all put our eggs in one basket like some of the talk shows were this morning and whatnot. So it's just one game out of 82.
He's transitioning to a point guard.
Right.
Sid and I, again, was talking. He was really efficient going up until that fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I don't think they got the identity right as far as who's going to be the closer. AD was rolling.
We got to pull you in a little
AD
more.
was rolling. AD was looking so good last night. But the thing is, if you playing LeBron at point guard, like James just said, 17 years, maybe a little rusty as far as stamina-wise, but he can play the game on the next level. Matter of fact, I seen glimpses of Miami LeBron yesterday. He was doing some stuff like D. Wade should have been out there with him.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to figure out him playing point guard like that because going into the fourth quarter, either he's going to be gassed or either the AD's got to be ready to take over. And it can't be just dump the ball in the AD. They got to get a little bit more creative than just AD, you post up in the block and just take it and post them. He got to add more to that offense. So that's on Vogel. I think that they got the coaches there. I'm not jumping on the Lakers bandwagon. I'm just observing and calling what I see. I'm not jumping on the bandwagon.
Go ahead, James.
Hot garbage.
You want to fire off?
Okay,
But it's one game.
Listen,
it's one game.
It doesn't matter. They got 7 players. When you have to play, old boy that looks like a bag of mayonnaise, Jared Dudley, significant minutes.
They're
going to lose.
Yes.
Lakers?
Yes.
Dudley's still in
It's
the
going to
lead?
be, I'm telling you. It's hard. Look, Danny Green, amazing game.
Bag of
If you
mayonnaise.
have to rely on Danny Green going 7 of 9,
Yeah, from 3.
That too, great point.
From 3.
He said
it's
that, but
not sustainable.
Well, they have to set him up because he can't create his own
Not
shot.
sustainable.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Yeah.
now, Sid, you did say that earlier. You said if Danny Green didn't hit those threes like that, then the Lakers would have been out.
And
But-
remember, Clippers didn't have Paul George.
Right.
But LeBron put up 18, 8, and 9 yesterday.
That's a typical LeBron game.
Typical LeBron game, especially with him not killing. He wasn't going out there to be a killer. That was all within the game. You didn't see him trying to force anything.
Right.
AD was smooth. I just think towards the end of the game, they just didn't understand who was going to be take over. Like you said, you got Dudley in the game, but yet still, everybody who came in, it was one of those games where anybody who make one mistake, the other team can take advantage of it.
Yeah.
And Kawhi wasn't making any mistakes. He was in killer mode last night. But again, I think that's to LeBron's advantage.
Right.
Because if they come out with all this hype and all this fire and trying to show everything, although they don't have PG back,
Right.
LeBron, I think he's just going to use this as
Motivation for his team.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's not forget they were tied at 85 after 3 quarters.
That's what I'm saying. That was right.
They'll get better. Like especially his conditioning, it'll get better. You're going to have those highlights, but we're going to have a lot more of the turnover LeBron, the fatigued LeBron. He's been choosing to play defense the last 10 years.
Yeah.
It's going to be like that now. And I think him giving Anthony Davis more of the it's your team, he can fall back on when Anthony Davis doesn't come through in the playoffs.
And it comes through. Ouch.
Are you saying this because he's left Cleveland?
No, I'm over that. I'm over that. Oh, yeah, I'm over that.
I'm not make sure. You sure you're over that?
Yeah, I'm over that. I'm excited for this little young Cavs team.
Okay.
Well, just to piggyback off of that, Kawhi can sit 20 games in the season and the Clippers will be okay. But if LeBron sits a game, the Lakers...
Nah, yeah, the Lakers all had. They need
they need him
It's gonna be a big
every
problem,
single
yeah.
game. So it's a lot of tread on those tires come playoff time.
It's going to be fun in the playoffs, too.
Yeah.
If it's anything like last night, you know, and defense was being played, just to touch on that, I know we're going to land it.
Yeah.
But the defense was being played last night. LeBron was blocking shots, AD was blocking, Kawhi. If the season's going to be anything like last night, I cannot miss a game.
It's going to be a great season.
It's going to be a heck of a season.
Okay. Last segment here, just to land that NBA plane. You'll be able to chime in on this very well. So this is the one time that I can actually talk about. There's a big game in college football this weekend. There's a big game, 9 o'clock Western time here, or Pacific time, Ohio State and Wisconsin. So I try not to talk, you know, but I want to add Michigan in here because a lot of people are losing their minds over Jim Harbaugh and, oh my God, the program's horrible and in shambles. If you think about it, let me put this in perspective real quick before I touch on that. How many 11-win seasons has Michigan had in their whole entire illustrious career?
Let's say 6.
Very close. 5. 5 wins. 5 11-win seasons. Do you know how many Urban Meyer had at Ohio State?
How many years did he coach there? He was
Like
there 9?
2012 to 9.
So 9 years?
Yeah.
He had 9.
He had
8.
7.
Oh, really?
He had 7. Ohio State has had 18 11-win seasons in their whole entire career. Bo Schembechler was 5-12 in big bowl games. Lloyd Carr was under 500 in bowl games. Jim Harbaugh is basically running the same program. You guys are actually right where where you
Supposed to
usually
be.
are. Yeah, 8-9 win seasons. So don't get all upset. Oh, we're supposed to be top of the Big Ten, this and the other. You're exactly where your program has always been. So don't lose your minds on Jim Harbaugh. I don't think he's going to leave. I think those press clippings are a little bit too misleading. I think people are trying too hard to find a story because you lose a game or two. Big deal, man. College coaches are going to lose a game or two. I never expected Michigan to go undefeated this year. I don't think those crazy fans of Michigan thought that either, So I just want to talk about that real quick.
I'm just sensing a little hype here. I mean, I know
I'm spitting facts.
I love your facts. I ain't said you did spit a lot of facts. You spit a lot of stats. You sound like you just came out of a sports almanac book. It was beautiful, but I kind of feel that like I'm Ohio State and you're Michigan. How dare you think that you should be better than what you actually are? I just kind of feel like
because Michigan people think, we're Michigan and we're way better than everybody else. No, you actually aren't. Don't overhype yourself, Michigan.
Ohio State fans don't think this, and I know I got both of y'all in here, so I know it's going to turn into a karate movie.
Me personally, but there are a lot of Ohio State fans out there that will, smack you down for Ohio State's horrible. What'd you say?
I know
if they're bad, they're bad. If they ain't playing right, they're not playing right.
I know when Ohio State sucks sometimes that people are sitting, which haven't been recently.
When was the last time?
See what I'm saying?
Before smartphones, people.
Ohio State crap. Go, James.
You have a few more minutes?
Yeah, sure, we're good.
So Ohio State, Wisconsin this weekend. Ohio State's favored by 14.5.
That's a high number.
I feel like Wisconsin's still going to run the ball. They're going to try to shove it down Ohio State's throat. But Ohio State has got speed and athletes. So I think...
31-17.
I still think Ohio State's going to win, but I don't think it'll be by 14.5. I think it'll be closer. Yeah, I could say about 31-17. I think it'll be a little bit of a lower scoring game than people might think. So, but
That's 14.
Is it 14? Is it 14.5?
You see the arrogance.
That's 14. It's 14.
No. That's not arrogance. Because it's 31 points not arrogant because we've been scoring. I'm sorry, they have been scoring. Sorry about that.
Now he's French all of a sudden.
They've been scoring, 50 some odd points a game, and it's come down to 31 to come down to reality and say, hey, they got a good defense. Statistically, they have one of the best defenses Wisconsin does. So I don't think they'll be able to stop Ohio State. They'll be able to slow them down, but I think the speed and the athletes that Ohio State has trumps their one-dimensional, hey, we're just going to, run you over, 3 yards in a cloud of dust mentality.
Now they're talking about 70% chance of rain.
See,
that's just outdoor at Wisconsin, right?
See,
it's
a shoe, so it could slow it down a bit.
Yeah.
But both teams have to play on the grass under the water, so it's going to end up being what it's going to be.
I love these guys.
Yeah.
They fandom is next.
But that's not fandom. If we were Michigan saying that would be fandom.
I just love the way that y'all break down Ohio State to the OHIO. It's just crazy, guys. It's just ridiculous.
It fits though.
Yes.
They got 3 corners.
I'm not gonna win this.
They have 3 corners that are going to be NFL corners. 2 of them are probably going to be first rounders.
It's a great team.
They got 2 D linemen that are going to be first rounders, top 5, top 10 picks.
Yeah.
They've got the elite talent. If this was Alabama or Clemson, everybody would be like, yes, that's correct. But because it's the Ohio State, people have a problem.
Mm-hmm. I don't have a problem, but I think.
Okay, break it down then.
I think Fields is good. I'm watching both of y'all, and it's funny. I guess this is the way y'all look at me.
We have a gleam.
Yeah, y'all both. I don't have a winning team or a winning franchise, so I don't have the same type of arrogance. But I want you.
This is not arrogance. This is reality.
People out there on YouTube, I want you guys to play this back when they start talking about Ohio State, and I want you just to see them just smile and just start glowing all of a sudden.
I gave Wisconsin props.
Okay.
I totally gave them props.
When they play this back, they're
going to be the toughest team we play this year.
They both went to a happy place. Like this Happy Gilmore son. They both was in a really happy place talking about Ohio State. Keep it going.
That's all I got, man. Unless James want to piggyback off
they should be number 1 in the country.
No, I disagree. I disagree.
Actually, I do like LSU.
I disagree.
I think LSU number 1.
It should be LSU because of who they played.
Yeah.
Who they played.
Ohio State 2.
Once Ohio State plays somebody, if they can get past Wisconsin, if they can get past Penn State, then I can put them in a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
So it's 1 LSU, 2 Ohio State, 3 Alabama?
Yeah.
4.
I go with that. I would go Oklahoma at 4, then Clemson at 5. I wish
who is
Wisconsin would have
Oklahoma
won.
play? Who
Texas.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that one win, you put them at 4.
Because they're a ranked team.
Okay.
Who's Alabama played? What ranked team has Alabama played
You
yet?
got a point there.
None.
Alabama ain't played them.
And you want to talk about strength of schedule? Ohio State played the 18th ranked and the 25th ranked. Cincinnati is 18th now. Unfortunately, now Michigan State is not ranked, but at the time they were 25th.
So who has the
so-
hardest schedule in college football?
South Carolina.
Wow.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And then when a fire must, hey, who you gonna hire? If he's gone, who are you hiring? There's nobody out there to hire. Stick
Nope.
with the
Yeah.
consistency that's there. You will draw some. There's so much talent down there
Yeah.
that you will get athletes.
But college football is still like, win for me now. If you don't win now, we're going to get rid of you. But you're right. Who are you going to get then?
First off, they had Lou Holtz, annual ball coach. They didn't win anything. They never
No.
won an SEC title there
No.
with either of those guys. So let's temper the expectations. Oh, Gamecocks.
Yes.
Let's temper the
Yes.
expectations.
Yes.
Know who you are.
Yeah.
You're a very good team in a very tough division.
Yes. Yeah.
Or
Agreed.
conference, sorry.
Yep. Yeah. I got you.
That
Hey,
wasn't
if you
hype.
wanna- Hey, if you want to land this
Not
plane, go
saying
ahead.
nothing. I just love you guys' way of putting everybody else in place. All the other
We put
schools-
ourselves in place too, man.
Okay.
I just said
You did.
Ohio State should not be ranked number 1 based on who they played this year.
I know. And that was all.
Well,
That was no hype.
Yes.
But the hype in you
Yes.
believes that they should be number one.
No,
You know?
LSU. The
You
college football fan in me, all things being equal, LSU.
take
And that's a
that.
no-brainer.
That's
If you,
finesse.
if you don't say LSU, then you're in your hype. Everybody out there in the
Good
ether.
call. Good call.
You know? So,
All right.
all right. That's episode 41. Watch James Out West. We are the No Hype
KOW.
Zone. We'll see you guys next time.
Good stuff.
All right.
That's no hype.